The Umamusume craze has finally hit the global market. Even big streamers like Asmongold, Emiru, and XQC is playing it. Even my boy Ludwig is doing a tournament for this game.
Let's up those numbers!
That's why I'm here to teach you the top 5 things I wish I knew when I first started playing it. So all of you new players would have a much better time starting out on the game. With that, let's get straight into the video. Number 5 is going to be following the strongest players currently in the game. So as you know, you can borrow characters as legacy units to buff your own Umamusume. And you could also borrow their support cards, which would definitely boost your own account. But what if you don't have a friend who is a whale in the game? Well, all you need to do is to follow the top 100 people or players on our servers, which you could simply check in the team trials tab over here at the bottom. So first you would go to the top 100 list by clicking this exclamation point kind of button, then follow whoever you can. This strategy has been widely known to old players, so as soon as you see this, go ahead and see if you can still follow them, since there is only a limited amount of people who can follow you in this game. You could see why this is so OP, right? Because you could just use the Umamusume of the top 100 players and hopefully upgrade your own to a level near them. Then eventually, once you've done this enough times, you could have your own massively built Umamusume because of the top players' legacy units. And then you could just use your own massively built Umamusume and then partner it up with a unit of the top 100 players, which means you would eventually create a stronger Umamusume that could let you compete on a higher level for PvP, even though you're just free to play. With just this tip, I don't even care if you leave right now, that's all you need to know. But if you want to learn more, number 4 is going to be the strat used by the top 100 players, made easier by me. Obviously, we won't have the exact cards that they use, but we are going to closely copy their strat with any cards that you have. So the first step is, again, to go to Team Trials, check out the top 100 players, and find the Umamusume that you want to build that are also built by the top players. For example, I want to build my Majuro McQueen, so I'm going to this dude named Scrub P to closely copy their build. So basically, this is just a copy-paste video. To see this, you want to click on their icon, then scroll down to, in my case, Majuro McQueen. After clicking Majuro McQueen, we would see her stats and how she got built by this trainer. Obviously, we won't be able to copy the skills since we would have different support cards, especially if we're free to play. But if you have the exact same cards, just go do it. But if you're free to play, what we could do is to go to their career info and copy the legacy units used and the support card used using our previous strat on number 5. But how would you exactly copy the support cards? As we can see, since their Majuro McQueen is built for long races, they had 2 stamina or heart cards, 3 speed cards, and 1 fine motion or wit card. With that in mind, we could go to our own cards and try to copy the sequence. So in my case, I have a fine motion, the special weak card, and all 3 of the SSR, but I'm lacking a super quick. So all I have to do is borrow 1 from our friend. But let's say that you're lacking 1 or 2 of cards in their deck, then simply just change it to the same type. Like for example, if you're missing a fine motion, then just find another SR with a card to replace it, such as Majuro, Dobers, ignore the stairs. If you're missing a speed card, then simply just change it to an SR or whatever SSR speed card you got. That's the easiest way we could compete with the others when PvP eventually arrives. Obviously, we won't be better than them, but we would be closer to them. Number 3 is going to be to reroll for fine motion or super creep. For us free-to-play players who are impatient or just don't have the time to do rerolls for a whole day, we could just get one of the two. either fine motion or super creep. But I would suggest to get fine motion because fine motion could be used on a general basis, such as you could use it on long races, medium races, any races. Races, your racist friend. Then just borrow one of the others that you are missing. This is important because these two cards are the most worth for your carrots, since if the global version follows the JP updates, we would be able to use fine motion or super creep for at least 2 years, since they're just that good, because they are really irreplaceable. Also, if you already have one of the two, you should definitely just stop pulling completely and wait for Kitasan Black to get released this July 16th. This is the smartest thing to do because you still have a chance to pull the characters that you want to pull in the Kitasan Black banner when it eventually comes, because every card in the game is going to be at that banner with just the addition of Kitasan Black. Also, since the spark mechanic doesn't transfer to the next banner in this game, you are well off saving your carrots for the most value for your money. I'm Asian, so you better listen to me because I'm telling you that Kitasan Black is a good deal, and a good deal is what Asians want. Number 2 is going to be training your 1-star Umas. Come on now, don't leave your Haru Urara crying in the dark when she only wants to race even though she can't win. Training your 1-star characters still gives you the buff of their legacy if they are properly trained. This is helpful since affinity is going to play a huge role in the growth of your favorite Uma. So if you want your gold ship to be at her best, you better train the legacy characters that could shine the spotlight on her. This is going to be important in the long run, especially if you're trying to hit the A tier for your Uma. And lastly, for our number 1, it is to not sleep on your super rare cards. SR cards or super rare cards could sometimes be better than SSRs, depending on your character. Just look at this number 1 player in the world. Instead of using SSR cards, they use SR cards because they think that this is the better choice. Especially if they're on a higher level than your current SSR unit, sometimes they could be a better choice. You can tell if the support card is going to be better for your character through the skills tab on each card. Find the best card for your Uma by finding the right skills that you want them to have. Trust me when I tell you that everything that I'm saying right now will make sense in the next week. Even though you don't remember this video tomorrow or next week, you will get it in time. These are things that you are going to experience in a game, and you know what they say, experience is the best teacher. So you go make mistakes because those mistakes will leave a mark on you so that you will remember things better. I didn't mean for this to turn into a TED Talk, but there you go. Like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more Umamusume content, and see you in the next video.